AI executives that are pushing for sovereign AI wealth funds and UBI and all that, I don't think they care about humanity. I think that they are trying to sneak in the preconception that they're just so amazing and just have that be some way to pay themselves, because I'm so good that, like, once you see me, Lewis Rossman, play basketball, you will never want to watch an NBA game again. I'm so good at it that I'm literally going to bankrupt all these people. They're going to lose all their sponsorships, their shoe deals. Nobody who would ever buy a jersey for Sprewell or Houston or Kobe Bryant or anybody. Why would you ever buy that when you could watch me? And so when I hear them say shit like, this model is so powerful, we can't even release it, I roll my eyes back into my head. Yeah, like, fuck you. It has my girlfriend goes to another school energy, and I've just thought it was kind of stupid. It's not that their models are not useful, but I'm not willing to accept that it's so good. Yeah, we just have to already fast forward to thinking about what we are going to do when your models just are able to do everything, because in my experience, while they are good at doing some things, they're really fucking stupid. And stupid enough 11% of the time that you can't trust them to fully autonomously do anything. And I will not accept the premise that you are saying these things because you really care about the future of mankind and caring about people. You're saying it because it kind of gets people to believe that you're ahead of where you actually are. And I see what you're doing. I'm so good. Why would anybody want to watch anybody else fix anything when they can just send it to my repair shop? We have to figure out a way to figure out what we're going to do with all the employees of all those other data recovery and repair companies, because once people see how capable I am, they're not going to send anything to anybody. It comes off with that level of arrogance, and I think a lot of people are missing that when they hear those statements. But they've said for a while that their new model is so powerful, so brilliant, that they can't even release it yet. That has been their marketing stick. Keep that in mind. Now, recently, Anthropic was declared a supply chain risk because they had the audacity to tell the Department of Defense or Department of War, depending on what you're calling it, they had the fucking audacity to say that A, we don't want to be used for domestic mass surveillance, B, we don't want to be used for fully autonomous weapons. Not even no autonomous weapons, just no fully autonomous weapons at this time, because the model is not good enough yet. And that gave them a quick PR bump, and it also kind of put them on the shit list of the Trump administration, because the Trump administration wanted to be able to use the models in whatever way they want. They didn't want to limit. Anthropic said, I'm not going to do that. And they got declared an entire supply chain risk, which threatens their ability to do business with anybody that does business with government. Anyway, they released this new model that is so dangerous, so hacky, so capable of destroying the world. But don't worry, we put some guardrails on it, and this happened. The U.S. government, citing national security authorities, has issued an export control directive to suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 by any foreign national, whether inside or outside the United States, including foreign, national, Anthropic employees. The net effect of this order is that we must abruptly disable Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for all of our customers to ensure compliance. Access to all other Anthropic models will not be affected. People may say, why didn't you just disable access to foreign nationals? Why did you disable access to everybody? And this comes back to an issue we talk about a lot in this channel. How are you going to keep foreign nationals from using it? When I sign up, all I need to provide is an email and my credit card information. Like, that's it. That's all I need to sign up for one of these services, which makes sense. But how do they know if I'm a foreign national, U.S. citizen, or anything else? Maybe my ID will show that. Maybe my ID is not enough. Maybe I got to show my passport. Maybe I show my ID, my passport, and my birth certificate to show proofs. You see where we're going with this. This is moving the internet in the direction of you need to show your passport, your birth certificate, and your ID to sign up for a service. When I sign up for my web host, when I sign up for a virtual machine instance, when I sign up for some sort of Azure infrastructure, I don't have to show proof that I'm not a foreign national. And to do that would require that you put all this infrastructure in place that moves us further in the direction that we're already speed running in of age verification. I've spoken about a lot of the age verification laws that have been popping up recently and why I'm annoyed by them. How my own home state proposed some sort of age verification thing for online marketplaces for apps. This is bad. I don't like this. And this kind of speed runs you further in that direction. Further, I don't even understand how something like this could even work. If I was a foreign national and I wanted access to this model, what I could do is I could just ask my friend in the United States, here, I'll pay you double what this model costs you. Can you just give me your login when you're done? And then I log in using a Gmail account and a VPN. Maybe we just block access to everybody outside the United States. Well, how do we do that? Oh, we have to get rid of VPNs. How do we get rid of... You see the road that this goes down. And what if I'm a foreign national in the United States? I can't get through the verification. I asked my friend. Here, I want a Claude Max account. It's $200 a month. Here's $300. Give me access to it. And bam, I'm in. If the RIAA and MPAA's attempts to limit people's sharing of movies, music, and television should have taught people anything, this is not how the internet works, and it never will be. It fundamentally does. The internet was not built to allow this to happen, and if you try to speed run in that direction, you will fail. So they did the only thing that they imagined they could do, which is, I don't know how to put this together. Like, we can't do that, so we're just going to disable access to everybody. And before you feel bad for Anthropic, life comes at you fast. This is a statement from Anthropic. However, now the risks are clearly here. It is time to go beyond transparency to more serious and binding regulation of AI. I believe the best analogy, at least at the current stage of the exponential, is to cars, airplanes, or drugs. Powerful technology is essential to the modern economy, but capable of killing large numbers of people if designed or operated poorly. I therefore believe we should model regulation on agencies like the Federal Administration. Frontier AI models like airplanes should be required to go through technical
20 minutes ago.
And their release should be blocked or reversed as a threat to public safety if they do not meet the high standards of safety. I am grateful to see the Trump administration's executive order move incrementally towards a greater role for government in AI, though Anthropic's proposal recommends even further action. Our proposal includes the following elements. Models above a threshold of abuse should undergo mandatory qualified third party for their level of risk in four specific areas: cybersecurity, biological weapons, loss of control of AI systems, and automated R&D that can accelerate these other risks. The government should have the power to block or deter deployment of a model if it is determined, in light of third-party assessment, to present unacceptable risks. And I repeat, the government should have the power to block or deter deployment of a model if it is determined, in light of third-party assessment, to present unacceptable risks. So let's get this straight. You had a dispute with the United States government just a few months ago, where the U.S. government said that you are a supply chain risk simply because you didn't roll over and do exactly what the U.S. government wanted. You guys released a model that, based on your own PR, is so dangerous, so scary, that it could ruin the entire world. You come out with a statement saying that the government should have the power to stop people from using these types of new models when they see fit. And then you're fucking surprised when they pull your model. I don't trust this government telling me that I shouldn't be able to have access to this. I just don't. I also think that the way that they're going about it is silly, but I'm not shedding a tear for this shitty-ass company. I've gone over their billing practices in the past. I've gone over a lot of the shitty things that they've been doing recently. And honestly, the shitty things that they've been doing just literally continue to get worse. I'll give you an example. I can use Claude Code instead of a program inside my terminal, or I can have my own script that I make that will invoke Claude when I want, and to do that, I'll type Claude-me. Now, they released this tweet recently. Starting June 15th, paid Claude plans and claim a dedicated monthly credit for programmatic usage. The credit covers usage of Claude Agent SDK, Claude-P, Claude Code GitHub Actions, and third-party apps built on the Agent SDK. Now, if you're reading this and you're not really hyper into the community, you probably think, oh wow, now we can claim a dedicated monthly credit. They're giving me a credit. This is a good thing, right? No, it is fucking not. Here's what they're actually doing. What they're doing is they're making it so that if you use Claude inside of their program, it's going to continue to cost the same. However, if you want to make the same prompt, if you want to do that from your own script, because you don't want to sit there in front of the fucking computer all day waiting for a prompt to finish, and after that's finished, you want to do something else afterwards, you now have to pay what's called API billing rates. So there's two ways that you can use Claude. You can either pay for a $20 or a $100 or a $200 a month plan that you can utilize, and you have a certain amount of limit, and that's it. Or you can pay via API. You can pay by the query you make. Literally every time I type in and I ask a question, I'm paying for it. And when every single time I ask a question, I'm paying for that, they bill you out the ass. It's way more expensive. And their business model is kind of similar to the drug dealers in school that would give you a pack of cigarettes for free, and then once you were hooked on them, jack up the price because you couldn't buy cigarettes at the deli because you were a kid. They're the exact same way with this. They have these accounts that are $20 a month, $100 a month, $200 a month, and they keep slowly clawing functionality and shit back and saying if you want this functionality back, you have to use API billing. But rather than be honest about the fact that they are a piece of fucking shit drug dealers selling crack to school kids, they will say, look, we're giving you a credit after taking everything away. Now, one of them came out to clarify on this. To add some clarity, if you don't pay extra, it's the same subscription, same price per month. What's new in our sub is that it covers two separate pools. Interactive, sublimits, unchanged. This is when you're using the software. Programmatic. This is when I'm using something in my own script. New $20 to $200 included credit, metered at API rates. API rates are 20 to 30 times more fucking expensive than the $20 to $200 a month plan. So they're taking something away from you, but they're acting like they're giving you something. And instead of being honest and saying, hey kid, $5 for a pack of Newports, that was only because that was your first pack. Now it's $20 for a pack of Newports, pay up. Instead of being honest about the pieces of shit that they are, they want to pretend that they're the good guy. They want to pretend that they care about safety. They want to pretend that they care about saving the world. We care about our sovereign wealth fund. We care about it. No, they don't. They don't give a fuck about anything. They are a piece of fucking shit, garbage human beings. The people that work at Anthropic, the people that write gaslighting shit like this, in my opinion, are not good people. They are horrible people because they cannot be honest about what they are doing. If you want to have that as a business model, have it as your business model. But if you're going to...
I'll pay for your food if you eat something else.
Then up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stand.
Hum the lowest note you can.
Then why are you giving even a member 20 to 30 times more fucking expensive than the $220 to $200 a month plan? So they're taking something away from you, but they're acting like they're giving you something. And instead of being honest and saying, hey kid, no, they don't. They don't give a fuck about any not good. As my good friend Dino used to say, God rest his soul if he's not there anymore. Be the whole bitch. Be honest. Every one of these fucks, in my opinion, is no different than the super senior that was hanging out in the last bathroom stall in Susan Wagner High School during lunchtime selling cigarettes to freshmen. It's the same fucking principle. They're pieces of shit. But back to this. Now, there's a tweet that came out. I've had a number of conversations with folks inside and outside of government about the current situation with Anthropic. And here's what I believe to be true. As we know, Anthropic publicly released its Mythos class models earlier this week under the commercial name Fable. Fable is Mythos with guardrails. But if those guardrails fail, then you've exposed Mythos and its advanced cyber capabilities to people who shouldn't have them. Keep in mind that Anthropic itself widely promoted the idea that Mythos was a cyber weapon and needed to be regulated as such. They asked for government regulation of Mythos and championed the guardrails on Fable. If there is a vulnerability, big or small, it's Anthropic's responsibility to patch it. A highly credible, trusted partner of both Anthropic and the U.S. government who is testing Fable came forward with a jailbreak of those guardrails. The administration asked Dario to fix the jailbreak or redeploy the model. Dario refused. In their blog post, Anthropic defended its decision by saying the jailbreak isn't serious. That is not what the trusted partner or the U.S. government believe, nor is that the kind of minimizing language consistent with Anthropic's brand as the AI safety company. It's difficult to fathom how they could claim a jailbreak allowing operation of a cyber weapon could be defined as not serious. In the past, Anthropic has always said that the safety must be top priority and be taken super seriously. In this case, Anthropic prioritized the continued offering of the consumer model over safety. In reaction, the Trump administration issued the export control. The administration did this reluctantly. It's been very surprised that Anthropic hasn't wanted to cooperate with a reasonable safety request, fixing the jailbreak issue. Anthropic's reaction is very much at odds with their branding and ethos as a safe AI research community. The admin's hope is now that Anthropic remediates the safety issue, the export control is lifted, and Fable goes back into general release. The administration wants all this to happen as soon as possible. It is frankly bewildered that Anthropic hasn't wanted to comply with safety requests that have previously said were its highest priority. Those trying to misdirect and tie this action to the prior Department of War Anthropic issues are wrong. The admin values Anthropic's technical capabilities and feels that this issue, while serious, should be easily resolved. The ball's in Anthropic's court. Now, to be clear, I'm reading this tweet from somebody that's in the president's cabinet, and I'm not even going to dig into that can of worms because that would be a 1 or 2 hour long video itself. There's only so many times that people in the president's cabinet can say something that is not true before I just stop believing. However, in this case over here, so he's in the president's cabinet. I'm just this ain't political bias. I voted for Democrats and I voted for Republicans in the past. In this particular administration, I just don't trust shit that the cabinet says without personal verification. Is that okay? So let's read this blog post. This comes from Anthropic themselves. The U.S. government, citing national security authorities, has issued an export control directive to suspend all access to Fable 5 and Mythos 5 by any foreign national, whether inside or outside the United States, including foreign national Anthropic employees. We received a directive from the government today, 5:21 p.m. It has become aware of a method of bypassing or jailbreaking Fable 5. We reviewed a demonstration of the specific technique being used to identify a small number of previously known minor vulnerabilities. These vulnerabilities all appear relatively simple, and we have found that other publicly available models are able to discover them as well without requiring a bypass. No testers have been able to find a universal jailbreak, a jailbreak method that can very broadly bypass the model safeguards, unblocking a wide range of cyber capabilities. Again, this goes back to what is my bias? I trust none of these fucks. Read this. No testers have been able to find a universal jailbreak. Again, when I'm reading text from gaslighting fucks, what I read when I read this is people have found the jailbreak, and I'm going to try to type something that makes it sound like they did it. So they did find a way to get by the model safeguards, unblocking a wide range of cyber capabilities. As we have stated publicly, we believe the government should have the ability to block unsafe deployments as part of a statutory process that is transparent, fair, clear, and grounded in technical facts. This action does not adhere to those principles. You're saying that the government should be allowed to block your models, but as long as the process is transparent and fair. But every single time the government has dealt with them, the process has not been transparent and fair. It has been anything but. It has been the exact opposite. And you're still asking for it anyway. So I don't feel bad for Anthropic. The people who lose here are not Anthropic or the government. I don't feel like proving that I am not a foreign national in order to be able to sign up for Hetzner, use a virtual machine, or use an AI model. This just reeks of age verification, VPN ban kind of stuff to me, and I don't really like it very much.
Good night, Mom.
Also, another thing to consider here, when you say that foreign nationals cannot do this work, whether you like it or not, whether you're happy about it or not, this is
Okay.
one stat. The Macro Polo Global AI Talent Tracker reports that U.S. institutions employ...
Yeah, I'm leaving the day after. I'm leaving the day after he comes. Robbie? I thought he was coming on the 22nd. I don't know.
A researcher,
I don't know.
foreign-born, and that this
Ah.
lead rests almost entirely on foreign-born talent. So a lot of the people that are doing
Ah.
the work to actually produce these
I don't know.
models and that security research are
Right.
foreign-born nationals. So the government wants them to fix their
That's what I
model,
was talking
but
about.
the people who would fix the model are foreign-born nationals, but foreign-born nationals are not allowed to use the model. Therefore,
Fucking fix it.
what are you supposed to do to comply with that law? I don't think there's anything that they even could do to comply with that law. Even if they did want to go psycho, show your birth certificate, show your papers in order to use our products, if they wanted to fix it, because the people that are capable of fixing it are now legally barred from even being able to use it. And I think that's the point that's one of the silliest to me. Let's say that this model was actually so dangerous that we couldn't let foreign-born nationals get access to it because they could hack into our banks, they could hack into our critical infrastructure. I'm not a foreign-born national. I'm a U.S. citizen. And if I had the ability to go into Claude Code and say, go to chase.com, undo the spaghetti code, and put $1 billion in my bank account, I'd probably do that. Are you saying you wouldn't do that? Wouldn't it be a little tempting? If the model is so dangerous that you can use it to hack into the CIA, the Department of Defense, banks, why would you say that it's only foreign nationals that shouldn't be able to use it? It's either one or the other. This is all silly to me, I'll be honest with you. This entire situation is very silly. I think the U.S. government is being silly. I think Anthropic is being silly. There are many times in my life I have not been a big fan of my government, and for most of my life I have not been a fan of the gaslighting speak of corporate executives and this stuff in general. It all just rubs me the wrong way. It's very annoying from top to bottom. It doesn't make sense. If this is so dangerous, then why are you giving even Americans access to it? If the idea is safety, you should be giving nobody access to it. If you want to say, okay, only foreign nationals, let's just say that the entire country of America, every single person is a U.S. citizen. They would totally never try to get the redacted Epstein files by using an AI model. They would totally not try to hack into the CIA. Like, nobody in the United States would try to get the redacted portions of the JFK assassination information. They would totally never do that. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this model is so dangerous, it could hack into anything, so we can't have foreign nationals using it. But we could totally have people in our own country use it. Nobody in the United States that's a citizen would ever do something like try to increase the value of their bank account or hack into the CIA or the government servers to figure out who killed Kennedy. Like, they would never do that. From top to bottom, this makes no sense. Anthropic posturing, pretending they care about safety when they don't. The government pretending that they care about getting hacked and because this model is so dangerous when they don't. I find this to be just a complete pile of bullshit from top to bottom. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something.
Okay, so what are you doing here in Israel?
We're both combat engineering instructors. We're in course right now. We're both lone soldiers.
What is it like on a deeper level to be part of an organization defending Am Yisrael?
I love being here. I knew that I wanted to live in Israel, so I knew that if I was going to live in this country, that I wanted to be in the army first to do my part. So it's been amazing so far.
What would you tell foreigners who like maybe hear this crazy news about Israel? Like, what would you tell them about like should they come to Israel? Should they visit? Should they be scared?
Don't be scared. You know, I think a lot of us, we grew up as Zionism our entire lives, and we haven't actually done anything practical with it. So this isn't the time to be afraid. This is the time to come. This is the time to use what we've learned and actually help.
What's your hope for the future of the Jewish people? What is a message that you would give to, let's say, youth in the States or any?
Fucking nasty.
Oh, Mason. Steve. He's gonna hit himself on a rock.
You gotta jump, but you can't.
Quieto. Es dulce, dulce, no. Quieto. Es dulce, dulce, no. 6 times, that's what we treat it. They wrap it up now. Messi should, but doesn't. Dani Alves, they specialised in late goals against.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, how can I see so fucking funny, bro? What the fuck? This guy's so funny. Oh, that is so funny. Oh man, that's so funny. Ah, what a fucking hilarious guy. Okay. not sure the right way to go about this, to be honest with you. Like, okay, if you, I mean, is SSA, in what cases is SSA non-reproductive? Is this the word? Most. Sure. Closest thing is actually a structured CFG in SSA form. Structured CFG. Okay, but like, well. Use symbolic terms. Let's have your shipping off when you have many corner rights. So, would our damn, okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Let's try there. If so, could we define our linear algebra libraries in our some of them because Williams will be a polar. Both sides of matter and less of that. So what is like the lowest? Right, I get that. I get that. So you're saying like abstractions. Okay, so like, okay, right. Let's see here. What time is it now? Um, I mean, sorry. doesn't fucking... What are you fucking talking about? It's not fucking... What are you fucking talking about? I'm fucking hungry. I want some fucking cookies. So what are the consequences of it being acyclic? That really makes me question. Okay, then what are the consequences of it? Fucking shit. Any changing? Oh, so that's lighting. Can't do the true answer. Okay.
synthesizer in 24 hours.
Learn Japanese, motherfucker. Learn Japanese, motherfucker. Learn Japanese, motherfucker. Okay. some.
Now here, you can hear everyone grab your guitars that you have in your room. And maybe no one has a guitar next to them, or someone's at work and they don't have anything to tap on, but do this when you get home. Tap on the bridge of the guitar with your flesh of your thumb, not the nail, and mute the strings. Now this is important. You can't have the strings ringing. You can't go. Now you're going to hear all the open strings in front. You gotta mute the strings with your left hand, but do not depress them either. There's all these rules. Don't like press one of the frets, because then you're going to get a little bit of this, whatever this is, a D here, right? Don't depress any strings. Tap on the guitar and then bring your ear over it, because if you're from behind it, it's actually very hard to hear. You got to get up in front of it. And when you tap, make it strong but quick. You can't go like this. Now here, you can hear dum, bum, E and A.
books a year. I skip.
Women have to understand this about men too, because, and this is something that's very different between men and women. Men always know when they're talking to other men that they might get punched. Well, that's right. You know that. It's like, say the wrong stupid thing and see what happens. And if the guy won't punch you, if you said the wrong stupid thing, then he's kind of contemptible, right? And so that's always regulating male conversation. Well, you don't have that with women, because that just can't be a possibility. And so men will often disengage from an emotion-provoking conversation because they're afraid that they'll get goaded into doing something stupid. Women have to understand this about men too, because, and this is something that's very different between men and women. Men always know when they're talking to other men that they might get punched. Well, that's right. You know that. It's like, say the wrong stupid thing and see what happens. And if the guy won't punch you, if you said the...
I'll pay for your food if you eat something healthier.
Something healthy.
Yeah, something healthier. You hungry?
Whatever's a blessing. So you never be greedy when you're grateful. So whatever you choose is a blessing.
I'll stop someone, and then when I take them, I'll bring you back something.
Gotcha.
I'll pay for your food if you eat something better.
Yeah.
We out? You guys together? Yeah. You have really good bowls. Yeah, so you had it?
I already know what I want, but I can't.
Oh, shit. I'll be right. One sec. What up, my man? How you been?
So sorry.
Doing well. Can I bring you some food?
If you want to find the healthiest restaurants near you, download Menu Fit. Link in bio.
I'm back.
Slow, man.
Some chicken, there's some rice and steak and chicken as well. It's my favorite. And coconut water. They have soda. Yeah. You reading the same book as last time?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
That's good, man. Love to see you. God bless you, my man. Bless you. Thanks for being kind. Nah, don't cry. God bless. What up? Appreciate you. Love you too. You fast normally, or how long you been doing that?
All my life, you're given a chance to get close to the Creator. What would you do for it?
That's wild. That's wild that you say that, because I do the same thing.
That's anything. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, you said thank you? Yeah,
Shit gonna make me cry.
Oh, nah, don't cry. Nah, don't cry. Here's another one so you don't cry. Don't cry. Just give away your food. Come on, let's get you another one.
Bless me like that. I always try to bless somebody else. I feel you bless me. Keeps good energy, man.
I better take this melatonin now. I had such a fucking bad dream last night after that melatonin. I think that that was crazy. I had such a fucking freaky ass dream. It was like Slender Man in my fucking room. So creepy. That dream was so fucking crazy, bro. I remember it very vividly. This seems like it's literally doing nothing at all. It's literally fucking hard coding. This shit's retarded. I'm gonna I'm not a fan of this. Yeah, at least it's getting rid of these fucking things. I don't know what are these laws gonna look like. I'm not a fan of this shit. fuck? I like that. This is hilarious. There and Rod. Rod just texted me that. Oh, beautiful. Turn it. I think it's time to sleep soon. Feeling that shit kick in. Oh shit, GLP-1? That's the shit that I was... Wait. Oh, that's not what I'm talking about. Okay, this is gonna probably knock me out. Oh man, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna sleep. I'm tired. Catch y'all later.